My all-time favourite musical is Les Mis. There's a video that's been doing the rounds recently. It's gone viral, and it's a video of a family singing a lockdown version of One Day More. In the original book Les Miserables by Victor Hugo, the character of the bishop has a much bigger role than in the musical. And in the book, it describes how Valjean, Jean Valjean, on the run, arrives at the bishop's house, and he's on the run from prison. He is hungry, he's desperate, and the bishop graciously welcomes him in. And he places a hand gently on Valjean's hand, and he says this: "You need not tell me who you are. This is not my house. It is the house of Christ. It does not ask any comer whether he has a name, but whether he has an affliction. You are suffering. You are hungry and thirsty. Be welcome. What need have I to know your name? Besides, before you told me, I knew it. Your name is brother." And that's a lovely picture of the welcome of Christ, of the generosity and graciousness and care of Christ. Psalm 23 and verse 5 says, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies." And then it goes on to say, "You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows." In the time and place where David, who wrote this psalm, lived, anointing the head with oil was a sign of welcome. That was still true in Jesus' time. So Jesus said when he came to the house of Simon the Pharisee, "You didn't offer me any oil for my head," a sign of welcome. In the same way, my cup overflows. That's a sign of welcome. A good host will keep the cup of the guest topped up. And in the psalm, we learn that your good shepherd welcomes you with a lavish generosity. In Les Miserables, Jean Valjean was not, certainly in the early stages of the film, he wasn't the most savoury of characters. There were things that he had done wrong, and he was becoming a bitter man. And yet, the generosity, the care, the grace, the welcome that he encountered in the bishop's house points to the welcome of the Good Shepherd. Similarly, David, who wrote this psalm, he wasn't always the best of characters, and he did some things that were pretty bad, like adultery, like murder. But yet David found that in his Lord there is a welcome, there is a generosity, there is a grace. And so know this: your good shepherd anoints your head with oil. Your good shepherd welcomes you with an overflowing cup. And maybe you don't feel worthy of that. Maybe you don't feel you deserve that. Maybe you feel you've got stuff in your recent or distant past that doesn't square up with such a gracious, generous welcome. And your good shepherd says, "It doesn't matter. I know about every single aspect of your life. And I love you. I know the areas where you feel unworthy, and I welcome you. I know the areas where you feel shame, and I forgive you, and then I forget all about it. Your Good Shepherd welcomes you with a lavish welcome and with such grace. So reflect on this today. He anoints my head with oil, my cup overflows. Broadway's very own Howard Pryor has recorded a version of the 23rd Psalm called Good Shepherd. And I'd like to invite you just to listen to that song now. And if you like what you hear, you can find more of Howard's music at threeleggedmusic.im.
The Lord is my shepherd, nothing do I lack. He settles me to rest in pastures green, beside quiet waters, safely he leads on. I look to him and he restores my soul. Jesus, you are my good shepherd, laying down your life for me. By my name you call and lead me. As I listen, I will follow you. The days when I journey through the darkest vale, I will not fear, for he is there with me. I find all my comfort in his rod and staff. I know he always guides me on right paths. Jesus, you are my good shepherd, laying down your life for me. By my name you call and lead me. As I listen, I will follow you. He prepares a banquet for me in the presence of my foes. He anoints my head with oil. He fills my cup until it overflows. His infinite goodness and his steadfast love throughout my life will surely follow me. And singing his praises, trusting in his name, within his house forever I will live. Jesus, you are my good shepherd, laying down your life for me. By my name you call and lead me. As I listen,